are these people who want to disturb us all the time? Are they real entities, you know? Obviously, someone can control the force field. Is that you, darling Scorpio? This is a Scorpio read, yes. By the way, this is a Scorpio read, and I'm going to do it a little bit different. Before I put up my hair in a comfortable position, which, you know, I kind of do like look like Shiva's wife when I have that elongated thing on my head, like an Anunnaki survivor or you know, servant. However, prefer it like this. Yeah, looking good. Oh yeah, looking so good. Yeah, okay. Comfortable, that is. So we are going to split this one in a square. Namaste. That's a pickup line I haven't heard about before. Well, oh no, I should. What's that, Tim? So, some of us have been traveling. Some of us are going to leave this realm at some point. Some of us are going to take our bodies with us and enter to the world known as fifth dimension. Okay? Someone will try to stop you. Some of them are called archons, some of them are called asuras. Some of them are called humans / assholes who don't know they are under the influence of a very low vibration which create disorder. In the false matrix, the disorder, that's what it's all about, trying to create disorder, okay? So who are these people? I'm going to separate them into 4 different categories. A page had no value, and we will find out which one of them is it that you need to pay more attention to than the other. Because you also, Tim Duffy, you know so well. You know so well, brother. I want to light my candle. That someone will try to stop the process of ascension. And the only weapon really they have now is fear. And that can be used. So here we are. I'm going to choose that as we. Vikings, Indians, whatever. This is the card I choose for us. Okay? Now, this is the deck I'm going to choose for the darkest of the darkest of archons. Maybe they're also known as asuras. Lakshmi, how are you? We are a little happy because we went out today and we got a piece of silver. Realized, remember, are you going to shop and waste money? Waste it on silver. Then it's not really that waste. If you can invest in gold, which you should, do that. So, descendants of the Merovingians, or you know, something old school fashion. Who are these people? And of course, we have the dark cards. We have the dark cards. They are simply just called the night sun. What is the night sun? Well, sometimes we have midnight sun in Norway, so it's just the sun in the middle of the night. Now we also have light bringers who are making sure that we get over that bridge. So there will be techniques, if you should allow me to preach, to do this preach without any disturbance, that they will try to make sure the bridge isn't going like this due to malicious vibrations. So you have, let's see how complicated I can get it, but you have spirits who protect you. You have other versions of you who are here wanting you to get out of that chrysalis, right? So these 4 chunks of pile we have here will represent different kind of entities, people who are within the lower astral field or have connections within the lower astral field who are directly impacting places like YouTube, social media in general. Wherever there is a ray, you shouldn't stay. So in the long run, wherever we purchase our little casa, we will have a solar panel. And goats, Asassel, I love goats. We love goats. Don't we? Don't you? We love goats. They are beautiful. And yeah, I am going to tattoo a goat on my arm. Now let's see. Who are these people? And who are you in general, Scorpio? What is it that they're trying to take from you, which, you know? So it will be a general read because it's not, because there are not enough people who are drawn to my beauty. So we are going to use the cards that are in somehow connected to the stars. David Bowie, thank you for your artwork. He was among the elite. He knew what was going on. He was a goat. Was he evil? I don't know. Some people are forced so far up into the system that they themselves don't know. So, Scorpio, what is your mission here on Earth? And who's trying to stop you? What is it that they're trying? They try to dim your light, okay? They try to make you feel that you are irrelevant. They might, and we are going to find out, because there are humans right now who are laughing at people like me, and they call us, like yesterday, retarded because we are playing with cards. There is very little these people know about the cards because they are attached to alchemet, ancient Egypt, alchemy. And so they never do they really experience synchronicities. That's the problem with these people, because they don't believe. If you don't believe, you will not experience it. If you firmly don't believe, you will never experience anything that is considered to be magical or extraterrestrials. Your vibration will be so low that you wouldn't see an extraterrestrial even though it stood right in front of you, which probably is happening to me right now. There's one right in front of me right now. So Scorpio, this is your general read. And we are going to pick 4 different missions for you from the Lemurian cards that you may choose. And they will be put in different categories. And the 4 will decide what kind of cards will land where. So this is a very interesting experiment in order to, what kind of spiritual warrior are you? Although the moment we imply that we are warriors, we also imply that we are at war and that we still are stuck in 2-dimensional way of thinking. Isn't that pretty cool, huh? Well, so That's one thing you do want to stay away from is that we have two-dimensional, that we exist within a construct that it's considered to be two-dimensional. Do you agree? Well, as long as you are in this energy of things are good or bad, you got yourself stuck, baby. Things are not good. Things are not bad. And if you think that, it depends on your heart, your love, your ability to love, show compassion, and be relaxed, be in no fear, like the Vikings. Let's see. It's your mission for some of you here. Some of you came down here as spies, basically. You are an interdimensional spy. So what happened is that you fell. You fell. And it was kind of a program we kind of needed you to fall. Because if you don't fall, if you don't have amnesia, if you know who you are, you will vibrate in such a manner that all the dark ones, the archons, or whatever they are, who are, below, down there below in the scary, blah, blah, blah. They will pick up on your smell, because fear have a certain smell. And if you honestly think that, I'm on your side. If you think that because you choose to lower your vibration, get your amnesia, get the possibly organic technology installed before you came here, you became a spy. And so you do that by not standing out as something or someone superior, although it's clear you have some skills. It's clear that you are brilliant. It's clear that you are pretty good at impersonating people. You probably have a good sense of humor. It's clear that your mind is pretty clear, and it's clear that you can read a book. That didn't take long. Yeah, so here it's on. We already have regular humans who are sent in just to do their best to interrupt what we do right now. They don't know it themselves, but they know that they create a possible irritation within me. Let's see if it works. The worst thing they can do is to get this message out. Now that we have such a good connection, maybe I shouldn't say that out loud. Some of you here came from fire. Some of you here are literally jinn. They came from smokeless fire. What is jinn? Well, that's something, unfortunately, you can only read in Islam texts. But it's just a different name for another entity that walk among us. They are probably a little bit taller, and they have their own school system. That's why I get up. Some of you also came, you are earth angels. You came to heal earth. Pentacles here. It was overwritten by fire for some reason. I just got it. Fire. Take a look again. Earth. Okay. Fire and earth. The sun heats the plant. We add water to it. We give nourishment, which is done by the water signs. And our love, this plant will grow. Boop. So some of us here, when I left this place, as I showed to you in Pattaya, and I'm annoyed by all the plastic that they use. But the Lao people and Thai people are also good with reuse. So I took my smoothie thingy and made it into a terrarium, you know. Now we also know that there are mushrooms who eat plastic, which is the wonderful news. Wonderful news. Wow, this is a pretty heavy fall. This is a pretty heavy fall. Some of you chose to give yourself into families are karmically burdened by money problems. They have a bloodline that goes so far back, which make them repeat similar mistakes. If you wonder how your children will become, sometimes you look at at the parents. Sometimes the child rebel and become opposite of them. But in so many ways, I am my mother alike. I repeat doing what her mother did, was to shop till you drop. You know, brainless shopping. Oh, but it's so pretty. So, and also the violence on each side. Stop. This is abuse. A father in our family would hit his own child, my own aunt, with stick her back until it was all just blood and there was nothing left of this stick. An extreme amount of anger, violence. Not only would he wait hours, but he would enjoy himself. I'm gonna give blood. And so this distorted family is what many of us, we are here to. Let's put an end to this. I'm not going to, my mother, she would lay a hand on me, and I grew up knowing that if I ever had a child, I will never ever treat my child as my mother treated me when those negative things, as in, thank you Tim, it's not a dress, it's a skirt. So never ever would I lay a hand on my daughter. Yes, couple of episodes where I'm like, you know, we are human. But the only one who can love her, the only one on this planet that can love her more than life itself is me. And so that's another maybe soul contract or thing that we agreed upon, that you are going to have to stay away from your offspring for a certain amount of time, because nothing is coincidence. And then you ask, why? Well, is it because he's going to be raised by a sociopath? Or a man who you need to change a diaper now and then? You know, you don't know. I still don't know why I've been kept from her the way the universe kept me from her. But maybe she have her mission, I have my mission, and that is to travel and spread my vibration, not the word, not walk around and preach people or be a missionary and turn people around and tell you stay away from doggy style. No. I'm here to spread my legs. Kidding. I'm here to spread my vibration. Because the moment you think a thought, someone else pick it up. It is out there. We are all connected, just like radios are connected. And if we are on the same vibration, if you have a that you want to make money up, you should be quick on copyright that idea. Just saying. So me and my daughter separated by two people who are hijacked by dark entities, without no doubt. Why? Because they enjoy and they steal, and they enjoy and take pleasure in competition where they win. They enjoy taking pleasure in harming people. They take pleasure in gossip. They take pleasure in witnessing false. And they think that taking a child away from its mother is okay, that it won't affect the child. And the child will now grow up with abandonment issues. It was my dirty joke, Lakshmi. So that is a different task that some of us has to do. We descend into broken families. Some of us are literally spies from another council, and we don't know. Is it good or is it bad? But I don't think they would hire a spy with a high vibrational heart that would give its own life for others. So some of you are spies for a higher council, the Interstellar Alliance, or the Galactic Federation of Brights. You don't know. I can't help myself always. I can't. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. So you came here massively deluded. Like, why am I here? Well, first of all, we will groom you, change your diaper, and try to implement as much love and hate as within you as possible. It's like Midgard is some kind of diplomatic state. So you learn that things are good or bad, and you learn that if you're a good girl or boy, then you have the right for a treat, and you also have the right to be loved. If you don't do the things that the grown-ups tell you to do, because they know best, although some of them or most of them are really stupid, pretty stupid. I remember I would walk up the stairs. I was 5 years old, and I had a wire in my hand. And I look at this old ancient lady. She would be like 100 years old. She would have her hands filled with flowers, blue clock we call them, because they look like a clock, and they are blue. So I was small, and I would play war, and I would say, bang bang, shooting you, cowboy Indian kind of stuff. And she would rage at me. She would rage. How furious. How dare you speak to me like that? And she would take her beautiful bouquet of flowers and slam me and slam me and slam me with those flowers. And afterwards she would go and tell my mom, because for her, keeping face to this old lady was far more important than her own child thriving under this kind of, how much would a 5-year-old understand? Right? Now it's the new people. So she contacted my mother, tell her that I was doing what I did, playing cowboy and Indian, without her permission clearly. And my mom would do the exact same things, except with the flowers. Beat me up. Beat up a 5-year-old child for playing cowboys and Indians, and pow pow, I shoot you. Why do you sell guns then in children's shops if you think this game is so awful. I didn't even have a real plastic gun. I had a wire that's supposed to look like, I don't know, Star Wars weapon, who knows. So basically I would be punished for playing a game. And I was beaten up. Be punished for pee-pee outside. I was far away in the woods and I didn't want to go home. That was also illegal, pee-pee outside. We would hide for hours, and that was also another reason for being beaten up. I would show my new father how to open up the new locker for my bike, and unfortunately I opened it so fast it would hit him like there, and he would be like, oh, screaming and making dramatic sounds, you know, like a child. And to impress him, I remember running behind a wall, and then my mother coming after me, and I was sitting like this. Now that's also a reason to beat up Raven. I remember her slapping me in front of public people because I was saying something. On many occasions. And when I came with my father, he was far more scary than her, but he would not lay a hand on me because he knew that he will not see me again if he laid a hand on me. But he was famous for his violence. So that is good. It is me coming down to this density to break this attitude. And so they made me into a warrior. Problem is that I bring my mother's insecurity, because she was insecure. She was maybe 20, 21 years old, and what the other real grown-ups said about me being a shit little brat kid. That was the truth, because they said so, so beat her up, and they didn't care, because they grew up in an old system where beating up children, just like in India, is still normal. I was just witnessing a father, before I left India, beating up his son with a belt, again and again and again. This is normal, and then everyone laugh, says Indians. Why? Because he hadn't done his homework properly. This man, this old man, he will not be eligible for 5D Earth, nor will my mother. She started to believe in stuff, she knows about ghosts, she's very psychic. There are many people with big hearts out there. Will my mother own up to some of the things she really did? No, she can't remember any of these things. So here is one example. I give you my style from my own life, how I was raised with violence, and this will continue on for the next 10 years in kindergarten, school for 9 years, and then after some time you start to think, identify yourself with that person that is less attractive, not so talented, not very organized, she doesn't do her homework. You know, you will attach yourself to that nerd, and you don't know how to punch back. So when you see those videos you do of me, where I put up playing with the shackles and shit like that, you know where it comes from. At some point, when I was 19, I said, okay, enough humiliation. Next time someone lays a hand on me, I'll kill you. So this is how we break karmic cycles. My daughter, she's not been treated like this close, and still she's got muscles, she's strong, she's wise, Now, what is her mission here? I don't know, but she would be one of those called indigo children, rainbow children, crystal children, depending on what book you read. For some of you that came here, you are literally aliens. You literally have never been on Earth before. And you don't like it. You want to go back home. You might be a Blu-ray between 40 to 60 years old. Those are Blu-rays, or some other places around in the star system. You're here and you know that you can't really hate it. You can't really long for home. You don't want to be here, but you are here because somehow you chose to voluntarily help others to ascend. People like myself wants to ascend, but being told that we cannot eat this or that, drink this because it calcifies our pineal gland. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't think like this, you can't do like that, you can't wear black because it's dangerous and blah 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 blah. Know that everything, information that comes from outside of you, including mine. When this read is done, I want you to pay more attention every day to what is going on inside of you, what messages to get. If you're really quiet and you focus on the sound of a grasshopper, quiet, and then you will hear your higher self give you a mission so it can enter your body and so you both can ascend. Some will be moved to 4D Earth where things will be as usual, except it will be more difficult to lie and manipulate. But they will continue their journey. Some of you will ascend to fifth dimensional Earth, Kia. And well, I could explain about how I have experienced the different dimensions on my own. 5D Earth is more colorful, it's peaceful, it's easy to love people. There will be, you will see this pattern. The higher up you get and you have your ego mind dragging along, the more difficult it's going to get to keep your cool. You need practice, so to speak. So, some of you came here because some people are basically alone, okay? And they are alone in this, trying to raise the vibrations. And when you are around these loners, you tell them literally without using a word, they will pick up. Sometimes you just get, you know, this, I see you. To remind them they're not alone. Most black sheep have a mission higher than the sheep itself, because the sheep itself is going against the flow. The black sheep decided that. Why are you trying to move against the wind? And the sheep will say, well, that's the tradition, that's what we're used to do, that's the norm. But have you tried to, go with the flow? Fly with the wind? Fly with the wind? We can't do that, that's rebellious, that's criminal, it's against the law. So you are here basically to stand by someone's side. And we're also wolves, right? We're also wolves. So the domination energies here is the high priestess. So you're here because your wisdom within your connection to the Akashic Scorpio. Hello there, Neha. Scorpio, baby. We have a little bit of a read where we are going through the reason you chose to incarnate on Earth in these times, and what kind of entities and vibrations and people you need to dodge, which are trying to push you out of the alignment. So for those who are coming in after this long speech, you're updated, okay? So the thing is that the High Priestess here is crowning the energy. So you are already ascended, probably far beyond fifth dimension, many of you. If you see this, and it's going to be far below 1% people who see this video, but if you accidentally stumble upon this video, many of you come from far above fifth dimension. I get 6, I get 7, 8, 9, maybe even further. And I've tasted a few of those who are beyond fifth dimension. This one is coming here to spread more energy, which is called 528 hertz, which is the Anahata, the heart chakra, to help things grow, to help you grow, to help you open the Anahata, Namaste Nur Safi, and to help to regrow the earth. Think of her as a mother, that she have a direct connection to Mother Earth. Some of you are basically here. Many of you are. You descend from the heavens to spread this energy of 528 hertz, right? And like someone here also who came out as Queen of Coins, to make things grow again, to create more awareness within off-grid lifestyle. We are here now, we are within the false matrix, picking up on stuff we shouldn't pick up upon when it comes to radiation and what to think and what not to think and so forth and so forth. But if you see this and if you resonate, even with the color, it's not my color style, I would walk around in, but it's a hell of a beautiful design. And you can see she also carries wings on one of her arms. You carry the vibration of the High Priestess. She does not speak, but she vibrates. And some of you are here to create sound. Those of you who have a strong air placement are here to create sound that resonates with 528, because that's how the plant will thrive, to make Earth green again, or to be one of those who terraform, or that is why I want you to take it easy. Like, oh yeah, but I'm so full of poison, I have the vaccines, I had no choice, I have some medication which I need, if I don't, blah, blah. You know, that's freak out. It's actually making things worse. With you completely relaxing, don't you think that these entities with this technology who are going to help you out here are capable of resetting your computer, resetting your phone? Yeah. So you will keep all your memories if you bring your body with you. Some people who might die just before it happens, they will stay above their bodies, or stay around the body so they can bring it with them. So there are some people that will disappear out of your life because they're toxic to you, while some of you are literally bringing your body, the one you possess now, with you, and you would be like, no, I don't want that, my nose is too big. In fifth dimension, you look differently. You are very symmetrical because real, real, the real world, the real matrix, the real substance of existence is symmetrical. And the first goddess, the goddess, she gave birth to something asymmetrical known as Yaldabaoth, and he was the one who gave birth again to the first 7 archons. There is a lot to that story. Now, pretty cool. I couldn't have made this more cool even if I stood on my head and shit in an angle from an alien to Starman. So if you dig David Bowie, here he is. The design is magnificent. So the thing here is that if you're watching this, if you feel it tingle in your belly, if you feel you're shaking a little bit, there is no time because time is fluid, so we don't know exactly when you will ascend. But now they're all talking about it. Why? Who are talking about it? The good guys or the bad guys? You talk about it. You talk about it to the inner self, to your higher self, and say, I'm ready. I'm ready. And I believe most of the children will be brought, depending on their age and how they're being molded. But I believe children like my own, she's very pure in mind and heart, very strong, that she will come with us. Now, here tells me that Scorpios, you are magicians, you are high priestess. So the people the universe pulled down here are alchemists, are people to break karma, people who are impersonating being human, just a regular human, by being regularly stupid. The alliance or intergalactic alliance, whoever brought you down here, they chose, you see there's a lot of green here on the table. They chose someone who can manipulate the 4 or 5 elements, someone who can, I see the algorithms ain't exactly going up when I start to talk about space aliens, but I'm going to do a little anyway, because I channel, sorry about that, but I channel. I have to apologize if you don't like people channel, but I channel. I known about this since I was a child. Okay, so outside of you, someone are weakened. And they are from the Lyran system, some of them. And they could need your help. The gate of 2 lines symbolizes eternal love. Okay, love forever, love you forever. And now there is someone outside of you, someone who are not you, who are being discorded, being, you don't have to say anything, Tim. If people can't be bothered to read the caption, leave them. That is the evil me responding to. Don't let yourself be disturbed. Let's stay in the vortex, okay? It's not, yeah. So where are you right now. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. For me, that is, for now, many cards now that show up as reversal. I see that there is a lot of hangman energy too. Personally, I don't have any specific thing in my life I could call a misfortune right now. So it's also therefore difficult for me to channel it. But I am being shown the Hanged Man, and the wheel is spinning. And for some of you now, it's time for you to go out of the wheel while it's still hanging there. If the spill continues, it might be late and you will be thrown into another cycle of incarnation. Now, the wheel is not going to go like this. You will have plenty of time to crawl out of that cocoon, is what I get. So some of you now are literally crawling out of the cocoon, and you're spreading your legs. Kidding again, wings. Couldn't help myself. When I get these strong reactions, clearly talking about space aliens, it seems so popular when you go out there and read that. That's all I watch. Anunnaki, the movie, and Abraham Hicks, and maybe also that's why we are kind of chasing people away, because my Gemini ascendant with Mars on top, I control. I like doing this, so I'm going to continue talking about space aliens and the fact that you are one unless you escape. You don't want to see. No, you don't want to know. I don't want to know. No, I'm not are you crazy, space alien? No, I grew up from Earth. Well, we have Six of Swords here. We have something here about Genesis, okay? And here I see one of the firstborns and checking him out, not necessarily using bodies. It's coming straight towards you to confront you. And well, there's a lot of sacred geometry here. There's a lot of thunder. This thunder, you know what happens when you give something thunder? You know, it wakes up from death. It creates life. I don't know why there is a half-dead giraffe and snakes around this thingy here. Looks like a city. We see that Genesis is here. We do see a hive, and we do see one of the first children being created. So that can have something to do with, because among the creators there were bad people and good people. Basically, it was a variation, you know. Enlil, who is known as Yahweh, garden and whispered in Eve's ear, eavesdrop. You got it? God, I'm too funny for this channel. He felt compassion, and he didn't have the heart to let these two poor people walk around as lab rats unknowingly think that, not knowing anything. So by telling Eve the truth, not telling her to eat some stupid fruit, telling her the truth, he would turn off what is called the doom gene, or the the worship gene. All of a sudden, when she told Adam, they would all of a sudden see Anunnakis as who they really were, and they would, you know, decorate themselves in clothes. They would basically, to this very day, especially after Enki started to shag around on human women, not as Nephilim, no, as the original bloodline come from. Because they were blue bloods, because the blood were copper based. I don't know what the point of that last part was, but yeah, he got. So here you are. What is your mission here now? Well, some of you are very young, some of you are here to take care of the young children, to show them how to fire. Some of them are extra fire. So she is here to show them she's not nude. If she's nude, I will get a spank from YouTube. She seems to be pretty covered up. So yeah. Some of you are here to take care of the new children. There is a new hybrid race coming in. Six of coins. That is about manifestation. And again, I see this obsession with felines, which is, because at some point the feline race married into the draconian race. So we had a hybrid, and we are again the children of those children. Okay. And so 6 of coins is really a hexagram. Not that one, but the one I usually have around here. It's about how you, as a god, because you are a god, you need to get that into your head. You're a god. Okay? So you are here to manifest. Okay? Now, the devil, that is Ahriman. That was, when the first one split, he had some kind of explosion, there would be 3. Female would be filled with emotions, while the man, he's got one eye and everything, he would be called Ahriman, what we see as the devil today. So you basically are here to fight the devil, but not in the sense that you are used to hear from in that sense from what's it called? The Bible? I don't even know the name of the Bible. If I see, oh yes, do that, hallelujah, in the name of Jesus, all these people don't accept this because it's the work of Satan, blah blah. I really try to exclude these ways. Because they think that as soon as I go to the church and worship Jesus, the problem is solved. Okay, no more problems. Just have to run around and tell everyone to worship Jesus. Okay. So if I do that, I will have no problems then. I don't know. We also have 10 of cups. So you are here, and many of you are here to teach people. There is the hexagram, by the way. You are here to tell people and remind people to feel good, to love. Here you have the butterfly. Here you to stay in that, hello there, Katana, in that vortex that Higgs talks about all the time, which is magnetizing. And she stays within this vortex. The more you stay within this vortex, the more you will attract what you want in this life, what you want at all. Even though it's a three-dimensional thing, if it's a toy, God or the Prime Creator won't deny you anything. So this is Ten of Cups. You are, most of you, who okay, if you're offended by my journey, I thought cats, but no, it's people. Description. So there is something here being leaked, information being leaked, and there is information about the moon being leaked. What people are not aware of now is that the moon is resting. Yeah, why? Because just below the surface, it's metal. Yes, iron-based metal clearly, because the dust turns red. Now, I don't know if that has something to do with the moon turning red, that some other stuff, but it actually have a name, and that name is related to blood, according to the university and the science people. Now, the moon carries a secret, and for those of you who watch this, who feel a connection to that secret, it might be you who build that very hollow base on the moon. You never know. Because we usually attract the things that, we attract where we have the focus. Even if it's negative, if you are completely obsessed with something negative that happens in your life, you will nourish that negativity like a plant which is poisonous and destroys other plants. Now, if you have a passion for something that is positive in your life, like this meditation, how to be at one with the Prime Creator, how to look inside, because believe it or not, the hyperdimensional space portal is inside of you. It's not out there. There are portals on Earth, yes, hyperdimensional, yes, but your portal is the heart. So if you ask me, he looks pretty green. Actually, it carries the colors of some of my characters in my story, but here he shows emotional discipline. He looks inside. He craves no more. No more urges. Basically crowning the rest of the read. Some of you, or some people, you might love them, have or had issues letting go of Earth. Maybe you have issues letting go of certain things that has to do with Earth. Is one of the reasons some of you are here, or you are coming back to try and help people who are still obsessed with Earth, and I want to be on Earth. Eight of Cups here in reversed, and some people here, they have issues balancing that vortex. They have issues balancing how we breathe. And so by using yoga, that is basically the secret. Now, the algorithms and the response to the read and the beautiful cards and the truth behind the story here, unfortunately, it does, people probably are more interested in flabbing through Instagram, and I get it. It's a lot of easy to get addicted, or TikTok. I myself, I love to investigate in our star heritage. I want to talk more about it, while most people are obsessing about someone else's feeling. about you or them. Now, you can only obsess that much before you realize that the more you obsess, you're running after these people. They are going to run away from you. So, Game Master, Aquarius is blocked me. I'm Scorpio male. Okay. I am Scorpio female mixed with Aquarius, and I'm also blocked. How sucky that must be. I don't know how to let her go. I told her best friend I still love her. Mm, well, a story filled with tears. Now, hold on to that thought. Okay, Scorpios, and for those of you who can't be asked to read the caption, it is sad among many artists that we give our all, we give our love, we give our passion to something, but that's also one tactic, to be used. I'm not going to excuse that it's someone else's problem out there, that this beautiful material created by David Bowie himself and a friend is not of interest, or the message behind it, which is very important, is not as important that your girlfriend blocked you. We are standing in front of a volcano that is about to erupt. If you don't see it, lucky you. So I was going to check upon those who are trying to stalk you, for those of you who have this high vibration, but with this amount of algorithms or feedback to this shows that there is little to no interested in trying to find out who you are, where you come from, or maybe I'm just not the one to present it. I have, after all, worst dirty sense of humor on earth. I suppose that's a flaw in my personal matrix. I should learn to shut my mouth up a little bit. Can't help it. Can't help it. I'm going to spread the cards. Next time the cards are going to be spread. The cards are going to be spread. Yeah. No, I did, when I started this channel, it was all about this. And I didn't get more than maybe 5 views. Now, when everyone thinks that the cookies are for back again and again and again and again with the same question, and they can't afford to leave a rupee, that's the same story now. So I tried to change the narrative a little bit regarding what we are uploading. It seems like it's time for me now to, either you have to sell your soul and give people what they like, which is not necessarily good for them, and tell them what they want to hear. Just leave out the negative things and be inauthentic, right? But that means that I will go against Bashar and Hicks and not follow my highest passion. I follow my highest passion until we get to shuffle the cards. But I am taking people's bid who have a lower sense of awareness. I will serve people who are doomed into sticking on to the old earth or sticking on to the old vibrational thinking, right? And so shall I this kind of people, or shall I just stick to what I feel like doing? Because I have to admit, I'm a little bit, on that edge. Maybe time to do something else and just reduce what we give out on YouTube. I did promise some. However, when they are too busy with speaking with the world, they're too busy sitting like this, which seems to be the trend now these days, then, you know, I hereby announce that the Scorpio Marathon, and when it comes to me, free reads and whatever, we will see. Usually I was just happy before pulling up a video because I love new cards. I love to look through new cards. However, now I don't have any new cards, and people are falling back. They are falling back. They are, I don't know, we've given too much, we've given too little, or we've given too much. I don't know what's going on. It could be YouTube also, who are holding back recommendations from this channel because we've been showing tits. We show tits. Or we have a language which would make Terrence bow to us. Well, actually, sometimes we are even worse than him. So, yeah, I've been doing this fight now for between 2 and 3 years. And where we want to serve or more than we have, or initially how we are going to serve with the things that we ourselves evolve into. We evolve as species all the time. We do better. Many things I've done lately, I've done better. Shall I share this as an example? Or shall I just, burn my cards, sell my cards, give a fuck about all, we are now in this, what you call, crossroads, If you gave me a new tarot deck now, I'm not even sure I would react the way I used to do. Because in the long run, it doesn't really give a lot in return, does it? It doesn't really give a lot in return. Scorpio Marathon. Is hereby announced over. What will show up next? I have no clue. If it's going to be all about you and what they feel about you, I don't know. It will be probably narrowed a little bit down because there are so many sides that will tell you exactly what you want to hear. So, if it is my sound gear, or if it's my personality, or if it's my dirty sense of humor, or if I'm too interested in star beings, or YouTube simply, it's not worth recommending her, then okay, we'll take the hint. But we will have a lot to think about in the future. Thank you, Tim, for supporting absolutely all my work, even slightest, smallest of things. I will have to rethink what it is I'm doing. Hi there, Charlie. We are considering to put down the channel. Sounds dramatic, but if it happens, It happens. So, if my dirty jokes override the wisdom and the beauty and the art, or if there are channels, unfortunately, I see there are channels out there. They are so inauthentic. They are more concerned about the sound equipment and floating pictures coming towards you, but the voice, the how they speak, it's so inauthentic that why would you talk to people who can't take their mask off and say, hey, this is me? But if people choose, if the ships choose to follow that kind of people who beep, beep, okay, follow them. But I will not become like these people. Yes, can we have better gear? Very much. Where's my shit? You know? But clearly, I've been delivering something or doing something which is not unto YouTube liking. I know people love star seeds and all that stuff. Why are the reason I'm here? And no, people love that stuff. Right? Maybe I have a wrong audience. I know many of the audiences I have are based on people who want things for free. Goodbye, everyone.